what's up, good people? I'm QC. Welcome to another edition of Talking and Grubbing. As you all know by now, last week, ESPN's Jemele Hill put out a few tweets on her Twitter page responding to the comments that Kid Rock made about Colin Kaepernick at his concert. She also tweeted out her criticisms of President Trump, aka 45. If you haven't read the tweets by now, I'm going to let you read them, and I'll come back with the rest of my commentary. Recently, 45 tweeted out his response on Twitter, and he demanded that Jemele Hill apologize to him and his administration for quote-unquote untruth. Also, White House Press Secretary Sarah Sanders gave her response by saying that Hill's comments are quote-unquote a fireable offense, basically demanding ESPN fire Jemele Hill. Now it seems that Trump, his administration, and ESPN are trying to bully Jemele Hill into an apology, but she has nothing to apologize for because she didn't say anything violent towards 45. She didn't threaten his life or his family. She didn't say anything derogatory about his family. All she did was give her response to Kid Rock's comments about Kaepernick and gave her criticisms of 45 on how he's ignored African American issues since being sworn into office. Now, they're not the only ones to chime in, but former MLB pitcher and former ESPN MLB analyst Curt Schilling, who now works for Breitbart, gave his 2 cents on the Jemele Hill controversy on Sean Hannity's podcast. Take a listen to his comments, and I'll be back with the rest of my commentary.
Part of the program. I don't know if you saw the story about Jemele Hill, who is, I guess, the newest face of an ESPN controversy. I mean, when I watch SportsCenter or I watch any of the shows on ESPN, the reason I like my buddy Stephen A. Smith so much is because Stephen A. is controversial, and he says stuff that he just irritates me. And then sometimes I'll be writing him as he's saying it, and then he doubles down harder. I like strong opinion. Obviously, I make my living with strong opinion. Anyway, she's a SportsCenter co-host. She was on a Twitter rant the other night against President Trump, including calling him a white supremacist. And he said, quote, his rise is a direct result of white supremacy, period. He's unqualified, unfit to be president. He's not a leader. And if he were not white, he would never have been elected. And then Donald Trump is a white supremacist who largely surrounded himself with other white supremacists. The tirade goes on. The height of white privilege is being able to ignore his white supremacy because it's of no threat to you. Well, it's a threat to me. Anyway, she's the co-host of on one of their primetime hours, 6 p.m. broadcast of SportsCenter, also known as The Six, and wound up firing off more than a dozen tweets like this. And it began in response to a news story about Kid Rock, who's considering a Senate run next year in Michigan. And the article accused the media of calling the Confederate flag-toting musician, quote, a racist, despite his previous claims that he loves everybody. Anyway, joining us now is Curt Schilling is with us. And Curt, former Major League Baseball pitcher, one of the best in the league, and has been a long-time friend of the program. And you recently got fired, didn't you?
Well, this is fun. This is fun to watch from the outside. I'm so tired of listening to the rhetoric of these phonies and these liars and supposedly educated people make statements that are just the height of ignorance.
Look, I know now you're with Breitbart.com. You're the host of Whatever It Takes, which is great. You're on 9 to 11 every weekday, and I hear you're doing really, really well. And I also know that, like you've always done your entire career, you're extraordinarily kind and generous. You've been volunteering in Southwest Florida, and you have a charity called Operation Bullpen. And, like I'm outraged over the comments, and when I think of all the different firings that have happened over at ESPN over the years, including yours, and I'm thinking, okay, why didn't she get fired?
Let's be very clear about something. Jemele Hill has always been a racist. The things that she says, the things that she does. I don't have a problem with the fact that Jemele Hill is racist, that Bomani Jones is racist, Colin Kaepernick knelt for a lie, and that Disney and ESPN, who they own, support liberal racism. I have a problem with them lying about it and acting as if it's not true. I can think of 100,000 people I met during my career that are smarter about sports than Jemele Hill. And here's the thing, it doesn't bother me. Again,
Now that you heard Curt Schilling's comments on ESPN Jemele Hill, he comes off as a bitter, disgruntled former employee. As a matter of fact, he sounds like that bitter ex who just can't let go. He's not happy, so he doesn't want that ex to be happy with their new mate. Now, the real reason why ESPN fired him is because he said some derogatory comments about Muslims and the LGBT community on social media. So he offended viewers as well as employees at ESPN who may have been Muslim or LGBT. Also, I still say Curt Schilling is a racist, arrogant, and sensitive prick because he was very insensitive towards Adam Jones when he came out earlier this MLB season saying that Red Sox fans threw bananas at him and hurled racial slurs during the Red Sox and Orioles game. And also, he projected his racism onto Jemele Hill and Bomani Jones by calling them racist. Now, they've said stuff that were critical of white owners, white players, and white coaches, and even white executives, but they never said anything remotely racist. And Curt Schilling needs to shut the hell up because, dude, you struck out many times ever since your retirement. Your video game company went bankrupt, you went broke, you got fired from ESPN. So guess what? 3 strikes you out, Curt Schilling. And Jemele Hill, keep doing what you're doing, baby. Anyways, that's my take. Like, comment, share the video. Also, subscribe to the channel. When you do, please click the bell icon next to the subscribe button so you won't be mad when I miss new videos. That way your friends and family can be mad that they miss new videos from me. Till next time, y'all have a good one. Love y'all to life. Deuces.